Hey everybody, it's been a while. Most of the stuff I've already said, and I don't have to say again. I'm just getting real tired of repeating it. But I have to step back in to make this claim about Biden being asked to step down. Excuse me. Sorry, dry cough. It's dumb. Stop asking Biden to step down. Here's the thing. Everybody's saying, look, Trump has 34 felons, and that's why we need Biden still. And everybody's saying anybody can be, by anybody can beat Trump, so it's probably time to say, to vote for Biden or find somebody else. Here's the thing about that. There is nobody else. Nobody has stepped up to the plate other than President Biden. Okay? He's the only one that has worked with people to make a border bill. It doesn't matter that it wasn't passed because of Republicans voting against it. It doesn't matter because Kristen Sinema and I think his name was Joe Manchin, the two Democrats that wouldn't vote along with anything that the Democrats came up with, they sided with every Republican. It doesn't matter. Biden is the only one that's actually tackling the issues. He's going after them, he's tackling them. Whether he's successful or not is an entirely different story, and it's usually because it's the fault of somebody else. Everything that he's been doing has worked. The infrastructure bill, the tax welfare plan, that keeps bouncing in and out, and it keeps having to be nudged. But here's the thing, he's not budging. Everybody that's wealthy, everybody that's making $400,000 or more every year has to pay taxes. And he's not budging on that. You're not going to find a politician that's going to hold steady ground that much. You're going to find a politician that'll negotiate to where the rich keep their to where the rich keep their riches and not have to pay taxes. And then it comes down on the rest of us. Okay, you're not going to find another president that's going to stand his ground. This is the only one that's got it. Which brings me to all the other people that says we need to vote for somebody and all this other stuff, okay? And everybody else that's saying, well, I'm the politician and I'm one of the politicians that has to agree with that. It says that he needs to step down. Yeah, but if he steps down, who's going to do the crap that he has to go through? Okay? He's been beaten and battered and all this good stuff. And it doesn't matter how many times. That's just how him falling off of his bicycle. But he's also done stuff with... He's also got problems like here in Texas with my worthless governor grabbing asylum seekers, calling them illegals, arresting them as such, throwing them on buses immediately, not processing, not even giving trials, but immediately putting them on buses and sending them into the U.S. Okay? Not a one of you politicians has tried to stop him from doing that. You've pressed no charges. You've exploited none of this stuff. I'm still over here saying what it is. There's no chaos. There's no crisis. There's no war going on down here in Texas. Okay? At the border. I'm a delivery guy. I deliver goods, I deliver appliances, I deliver groceries, and I make sure to do it in every store that I can to all over Texas. And I'm telling you, there's no war. And even still, none of you try to debunk it. Okay? None of them try to debunk it. The only ones that does is the president and the people underneath him like Harris and Mayorkas. And as we all see, Mayorkas, he's not a fighter. He doesn't know how to throw back. So they're taking total advantage of that. And every single one of you Democrats who are saying, well, we can't have this kind of weakness and all this stuff. Yeah. But you're not coming up with anything either. You're over there just bitching and complaining. No differently. If we're going to listen to bitching and complaining politicians, we might as well just go to the Republican side. We're not going to the Republican side. Screw that. I'm not having my taxpayers go to bitch and accusations and we're all doomed and all this other horse stuff. All this other horse crap. We're not doing that. And you are not coming up with any. You're not showing up the president. So you need to sit back down, fools. Plain and simple. You just need to sit back down and shut up. And if you're gonna do any kind of speaking up, Which is a shame because the liberal AOC is making a better stand than any of you out there. You're going to do any kind of standing up and voicing out. Try coming up with a solution. Try coming up with standing up for our president. Enough is enough with your crap. You're not going to get a replacement because none of you have shown up the president to qualify as a replacement. I would rather have a senile old man doing his job and trying, well, technically, I'd prefer that he didn't do his job. I prefer that he'd stop with this, let's all come together and be bipartisan. I'd rather him declare state of emergencies and all this stuff and press charges on all of these people that are obstructing the business, like my worthless governor, Texas Governor Greg Abbott. I'd rather see the president put Greg Abbott in handcuffs for obstructing the policies of the migrant policies by arresting defenseless, starving, dehydrated families and then immediately busing them to sanctuary cities, calling them all criminals and all this stuff. Yeah. But he's also busing those exact same criminals amongst the helpless, amongst the asylum seekers. He's busing all of those gangsters, all of those traffickers, all of those things with the families to create chaos in all of the sanctuary cities. This is where, if there's any one thing to complain about Biden, it's to stop trying to do this bipartisan crap the way you're supposed to under ordinary circumstances. And instead, press charges, and arrest and jail the governors that are thwarting all of these policies, this bipartisan policies. Throw them in jail. Even if they get bailed out the next day, that's not important. What is important is that we got a president that doesn't put up with this kind of garbage. That's really the only one thing that we need our president to do. That's it. And it's not going to be done by any of my fellow Democrats, my fellow Democrat leaders. They're making damn sure, they're making it that obvious. We need a new guy. We need somebody else. Somebody else needs to step in. Somebody else needs to step in. Somebody else. That's all I'm looking at. So if you're going to bitch and complain, at least try to show up the president, okay? At least try to make yourself bigger than the president. And don't just work on image. Actually do something. And that's and again, AOC, the woman that said, yeah, bring all the Puerto Ricans, bring all the Haitians and all this stuff, who's got those exact criminals blending in with asylum seekers, committing a whole crap load of crime in her district, in her city, her hometown. And even she can show up any of you who's saying, oh, Biden's screwing up. Oh, Biden's just too old, man. Biden's done. Oh, no, screw all that and screw all of you. I want everybody to pay attention to these politicians. Here's from my viewers and to spread the word to everybody out there. Pay attention as to who it is that's saying all of this garbage, okay? And not doing a thing to counter or much less show up the president, okay? Because that's just as worthless of a governor or worthless of a politician as my worthless governor, as any politician in my state, okay, that's currently in charge. We got a guy named Allred that might take over Ted Cruz's territory. I'm rooting for it. I'm voting for him. I would really love to see somebody like Cruz out of the scene. But back to the situation at hand. Yeah, you guys, enough is enough with your garbage, okay? This is our president. He's the only one that's doing it. He's doing it by way of trying to get it bipartisan, which sucks. We really need him to actually take over and, arrest and charge and fine and sentence the politicians, the political leaders who are messing things up, okay? We need those political leaders, those particular political leaders who are mucking things up, out of the way, even if they have to be jailed. Okay, but aside from that, the president is still doing what he's supposed to be doing, and it takes forever. And it takes, it always looks dismal. It always looks like there's nothing going on. Here in San Antonio, we're a sanctuary city also. We've got tons and tons of migrants all over the place. We're running bone dry. We're running off of charities and churches right now. But we got everything under control. Okay? This city's got everything under control because it's organized. Because it's organized without Texas Governor Greg Abbott dumping crap on us, and because we got our mayor and all of his staff actually working instead of going, well, where's the president and his checks? Where's the president and the money? We need money. Where's the president? Okay, see, that's the crap. And I've said this before through previous episodes. I think it was called Sanctuary Cities, They Have Their Own Selves to Blame. Okay? Under that title. They're too busy crying for more paychecks, for more funding, as opposed to just rolling up the sleeves and getting to work. Now they're getting to work. Now they're doing good. But all this crime is going on, while they're building these facilities and tent cities and all this good stuff. They're making all these tent cities and holding areas, but they're still not sorting them out. Not like the way we've been doing down here in San Antonio. It's been years now. And illegals, yeah, they're committing crimes, but they're getting busted. And they're not hiding out in our sanctuary holding areas, our holding facilities, where we have honest migrants going through the process that they need to. Jumping through the hoops, jumping through the rings of fire, limbo underneath this bar and that bar, in order to become a U.S. citizen the proper way, that big thing that all the Republicans are crying about, which, to top it all off, with the eyes on these asylum seekers that are going through the motions, it makes it easier to apprehend them should they turn to the life of crime. Biden is the only one that's going through the motions, the up and down motions. No other politician can show him up. And it's because of that, this ordinary citizen in Texas is telling you guys, you need to shut up and you need to back up the only one president that's actually trying to do this good stuff amongst politicians, corporations, and people of hate who believe that messing everything up for our president is the right thing to do. You need to shut up and back up our president. That's it. That's it. You need to shut him up because you can't show him up. No, none of you can. You need to shut up and back him up because you can't show him up. Plain and simple. And that's it. Y'all take care. Y'all take it easy. For my viewers out there, stay safe. You got an opinion, go ahead and throw it in the comments. Just go ahead and just please try to be decent. Okay? Try not to curse too much. As you can see, I'm struggling with my cursing, my language. But yeah, just try to be decent. No mudslinging, please. And, just be cool, all right? We'll catch y'all later. Y'all take care. Y'all take it easy. This is Chris with Chris's Comments, signing out.